What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode now of the My Player Career Mode. So as you can tell by this one, it is unfortunately, well, it's not live com basically. I like to do these as live commentaries because they add a little bit to the series, give you my sort of thought processes during the games, and it tells you basically how I'm feeling and stuff, what's going on. But before we start today's video, guys, if you did watch the earlier video of today's, today's double upload even, at 4 PM, I actually released that I have now got a Snapchat where you guys can follow me on. So if you want to check it out, it's in the description below, and you can follow me over there and see what I get up to on a daily basis, which honestly is nothing. Pretty much nothing happened, guys. So don't expect it to be kind of, I guess, entertaining. But I will reiterate what I said in that one, which was, if you want to follow me, it's available to you guys to do so. So yeah, it's down in the description below, underneath where my Twitter hopefully will be, and you guys can follow me on there if you do in fact wish to, and that is of course something new. In terms of like, I guess, I don't really know what I'm going to post on there. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, if you want to follow me, it's down in the description, as I said. But today's episode, guys, 3 more games in the My Player Career Mode. As I said, unfortunately, all postcom because of the fact that I didn't have a chance to do this live. My throat and stuff was pretty bad during the week, and so when I recorded this, I didn't really want to strenuous or make it even more strained by actually having to do a live com and talking for like literally pretty much non-stop half an hour or so. So I decided I was going to do it in this style instead. It's still, I guess, similar, except this time around you're seeing me talking afterwards, so I kind of know what's happening in the clips. But 18 minutes in, guys, we actually got the first chance of the game. It was nicely worked as well. Fantastic right-footed pass through to Sane. And this is why I don't pass as much, guys, because when I send my teammates through, their finishing capabilities aren't that great, in all honesty. Like, how Sane didn't even put it either side of the keeper and he head instead straight at him. But, you know, some people say that was a good stop from the keeper. I will say that that should have been in the back of the net, and Sane should have given us a lead there. So, very poor from him. 28 minutes in, Spurs came out the other end now, as they did have a strike themselves. Not the most convincing of efforts, but still, Rulli seemed a little bit, I guess, phased by it. He had to punch that one over the bar, which I was a bit surprised about, because it didn't come out with pace at all. So, yeah, a bit of an issue there from our goalkeeper, but 34 minutes in, good passing move. Delph gives me the ball here, and it's a comfortable, tidy finish inside their penalty area of Spurs. Very nicely worked as well. 35 minutes on the clock, you have to say. It came from pretty much nothing, though. Like, seriously, most of the goals I score in this series are going to come from either one pass going through or me deciding to go on a mental mazy run. Because I mentioned before, like, I don't mind passing to my teammates. That's not an issue. The issue is they either rush the shot and take it first time when they have so much time to run into the area and actually, you know, have a better chance at scoring, or they just hit it straight at the goalkeeper. I don't know if it's because that's the way they're coded in the game, or if it's just because I'm having a bit of unluckiness recently, because maybe your guys' My Player Career Modes are going a bit differently, and your sort of your teammates are doing a lot better for you. But right now, for me, my teammates seem to let me down when it comes to one-on-one finishes. As I say, I don't know if it's just me being a bit unlucky or if it's just the way it is in everybody's career modes. I'm sure you guys will let me know down in the comments below. But you can see Spurs weren't going to have any of this. They did want to get themselves back in this one. They had a chance later on in the game, 72 minutes in. Carter Vickers with it, the header going straight into the hands of Rulli. And that was the way the game did, in fact, end. So a 1-0 victory from that one. Very, very, I guess, tight game. It wasn't really an entertaining one to say anything. Like, we only had really one strike ourselves, and that was the goal that we actually came from. So nothing really happening there other than the initial chance that we got to score, and thankfully we did take it, because our finishing as of late hasn't been brilliant. But I mean, the finishing there, at least it was on point on this occasion, because normally, as I say, I have a bit of an issue with it. But this time around, we did in fact put it away. And I want to say as well, guys, we're almost 99 finishing, which is absolutely crazy to see. So if we get its 99 finishing over the next couple of episodes, that would be crazy. We'd have, I think that'll be our second 99 in terms of our stats. So, yeah, I mean, it's not unexpected, as we are 91 rated already in the series. So, you know, to have 99 rated, stats in the game isn't something that I'm being that surprised about, with us being 91 rated. But it'll still be pretty cool to have 2 up there, and one of them being finishing as well, which in many ways is a vital component of a striker. You need to be able to finish the ball, and to have it at the highest level will be very nice to have. So I can't actually wait for that one to happen. But as I mentioned before, we are going to try our best to get ourselves to a 95 rated striker if we can do that over the coming episodes, or over the coming seasons rather, because it's not going to happen anytime soon. We, of course, are halfway through the 91 ratings into the 92, so it won't happen anytime soon. Maybe by the end of the series, we'll be able to hit that sort of area, and we'll see what happens come that one. But you can see, guys, we're taking on Brighton and Hove Albion for the second game of the episode. The reason I chose to play this one was, in fact, in the EFL Cup, because we are now in the quarterfinals. So I decided, you know what, we're in a stage in which I'd say, now you're sort of thinking about possibly winning it, that we probably should be playing it. So I went ahead and decided I was going to take them on here at the Etihad. We are in a very advanced stage. If we win this one, we go through to the semis, of course. You can see the teams that are still left in this as well. We have a very good chance at winning some silverware here for Manchester City, because, in my opinion, there's only really 3 other teams in this division, or in the cup, sorry, that will probably win it, and 2 of them are playing against each other. So two of the big boys are playing against each other, so one of them is going to be knocked out, and then the other one is it should potentially get knocked out as well. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But you can see, inside 7 minutes here, I have no idea what the Brighton and Hove Albion defenders were doing. They opened a little gap for me. I originally wanted to play the pass into Sterling. He didn't make the run, and I was a bit surprised in honesty, because I was waiting for him to make that run down the left, and he didn't do it. You can see, I'm waiting for the run to come in. It just didn't happen. I think the Brighton and Hove Albion defenders must have thought that I was trying to make the pass there for Sterling, and they even sort of, I guess, got a bit, well, not bamboozled, but in a sense, they kind of expected the pass to come in, that they just didn't defend the holes. And I ran straight through one, and a right-footed finish into the bottom corner, made it 1-0. I was very, very surprised when that happened. And the same thing happened again 20 minutes later. A similar gap opened up between the back four. Sterling gives it into me. I give it off to Gundogan, and it should be 2-0. Fantastic move. And if the finish had been on point from Gundogan, we would have been leading this game by 2-0. And that's where I go back to my point of our teams, unfortunately, not being that great in terms of being able to finish. Now, again, we don't need it as of right now because we're already winning the game by 1-0. But if that comes to be, you know, that Gundogan's missed a really good chance there to give us a 2-0 lead, I'll be pretty frustrated. Into the second half we went. 76 minutes on the clock. Another good through ball this time to Sterling, as if once again the left back was having a nightmare on this left-hand side. And Sterling's strike is well pushed away at the near post. And from the corner, I decided to ask for it short. And I went for it short. Eventually I get the ball here. Gave it back here, I do believe, to the edge of the area. Get it back as well. A bit of luckiness involved here as I tried to play it through to Sane. It eventually bounces back to him. He takes a strike on, and it's straight at the goalkeeper. So once again, lack of finishing from my team. Potentially could have been walking away with a 2-0 victory from this one come the end of the 90 minutes. The corner comes in from that one. We win it back. And you're going to see as well, the ball back in from me isn't that great. I don't know what I tried to do there. I was hoping it was going to be along the floor. Instead, it kind of went in the air and was just a shocking pass throughout. But you can see, Brighton did have one chance before the end of the game. And it was a very good chance of that as well. Great little pass inside here. Strock comes in. And Rulli makes a very, very good stop to deny them the equalising goal, which would have taken it into extra time and possibly penalties. Come the end of this one, the goalkeeper came up for it. I asked for this to be played. Now, you can see on the minimap there, guys, I'm in acres of space. And Rulli's pass goes straight to a Brighton and Hove Albion player. I was frustrated. I was thinking, that's a great chance to get a second goal there. The keeper had already gone up for the corner. It was an open net. I was in acres of space. I was asking for it to be played, and it just didn't come because Rulli's pass went straight to a Brighton player, which was frustrating as hell. But it is what it is. And you can see there, guys, Arsenal and Chelsea 1-1 at the 90th minute stage. They eventually went on to lose. Arsenal 2-1. So Chelsea will advance to the next round as well. I forgot to show you how the other games actually ended, so you won't unfortunately know who's through for that next round and see what we get in the semi-finals of the Cup. But as I said, there's potential there for us to be able to reach our first Cup final as a Manchester City player and also win it as well. That would be really cool to do. So hopefully that'll happen. But still, guys, we're fighting on all fronts right now in terms of where we are. We're looking to get out of the Champions League group. I think we're still in the FA Cup, but I could be wrong. And I know for sure that we're still in with a shout for the Premier League title, of course. We're right up there. And we're looking to make sure that we keep our momentum going with this one here against Sunderland. So they're not an easy team. Stadium Light's not an easy place to go. I mean, in real life, they're struggling. But, you know, real life and FIFA are two very different stories. You've seen it along my career modes down the line, who actually finishes in what positions and when they do. Because it's pretty crazy, actually, when I look at some of the teams that I've had in the past and see them almost going down and just in general how they're currently doing and stuff, which I've had Newcastle in the top four before the season they get promoted back to the Prem. I've had some crazy teams in the top four and some crazy teams in the relegation zone. So Sunderland are quite a difficult team to play against. And they got themselves a corner inside the first 20 minutes of this one. Corner is whipped in as well. Eventually we win the first header. It bounces straight back to Kirchhoff and he strikes it goalwards. And Rulli makes another great stop between the sticks. Once again, he has been vital for us so far this season for the City out. And I tell you what, Rulli, quality goalkeeper. I've had him in the Leeds United career mode, and I think he's a very, very solid keeper to choose from if you are looking for a keeper for your career modes. But you can see a bit of a mistake by Sunderland here as they gave the ball away into, I do believe, Fernando, who steals it back, gave it off into Sterling. Sterling played it through to me, and I'm through one-on-one at this stage. You just simply can't get caught in possession in that position. So, as well, guys, I forgot to mention, the first game was unprofessional. The last two against Brighton and Sunderland are on legendary. I think I showed you and me bumping them up the difficulty-wise. And that's just sloppy, honestly, really sloppy from Sunderland. You can't give away the ball in that sort of position in the air, in the pitch, and then expect to not get scored on, especially not in the form that I'm in right now. So that, guys, pretty much summed up how this first half went for Sunderland. Very, very poor. Came from their attack, and we'd gone 1-0 up. And that just shows you the quality that this Manchester City side have. To be able to turn a defending play into an attacking play in the blink of an eye and score my 17th league goal of the season so far is phenomenal. So we lead the game here by 1-0 at the Stadium of Light. But as I said, Sunderland not easy to play against, and they will look to come back in this one. But 33 minutes in, it was us again with another chance. We managed to play the ball out wide here to the left. Eventually comes back into me, I do believe, as I give it off to Sane. And once again, the finishing touch from my teammates is off. Great chance for Sane to make the lead 2-0. And you'll see, he's not far away, so don't take any credit away from him from the strike, because it was still a pretty decent strike first time, but I just lack of finishing, guys. Seriously, this is why I don't pass as much as I would have been doing if I'd had the options to do so, because my team just don't finish the chances I give them. And again, poor finishing from Sane, end up potentially 2-0 there if he gets it on target. And once again here, Fernando gets into a good position, 60 minutes in, good turn from him, gave it off, I do believe, onto the edge of the area where Gundogan was, and his strike, oh no, it's Pjanic, sorry, and Pjanic's strike was agonizingly wide, let's call it. It was very, very wide, drags it across the floor, and he's looking for that bottom corner, and had it been slightly inwards, he would have found it as well. But 85 minutes in, similar to the first one against Brighton, when we actually just went on a mad run from a corner kick. A similar thing happened here, except the goalkeeper was actually between the sticks for this one. Big chance to make it 2-0, and then my finishing boots were off. Hit it straight at the goalkeeper pretty much. Good stop from him onto the crossbar, and I was frustrated. I was thinking, that's surely got to be 2-0. And every day of the week, I would have scored that. But for some reason, my finishing let me down there. So I was speaking about my teammates finishing, and then that happens to me. But yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes in football. But it's 90 minutes on the clock now. And it's just sort of sod's law and miss that chance and then score this one instead. Now, I think this takes a deflection on the way through, because you'll see the flight of the ball looks extremely weird from the back angle from the goal. But take nothing away. Very good strike nonetheless. I've done a couple of these in recent weeks, and I'm starting to find my feet with the finesse shots on the edge of the area. But you can see, I'm not sure if it takes a deflection on the way through, because the flight path of the ball sort of takes a weird angle. Here is another good angle to check it from. I think it may have done off of the knee of the defender there, as the keeper can't get near it. But regardless, guys, 2-0 victory, hopefully, in the 90th minute on this one. Pep Guardiola's over the moon. That's our 18th league goal of the season as well. That is crazy. 18 league goals since our move over from Bayern Munich to Manchester City, and we are loving life in the Prem right now. Absolutely fine on all cylinders. And if we take this form into our international duty of England, put it this way, we'll be looking to win the Euros next time it comes round. We've already won the World Cup, of course, so now it's just the Euros to win with England, and then we'll have won everything available at England level. But that's going to wrap up the episode, guys. If you have enjoyed it, I'd appreciate a like rating, as of course I always say. Thank you all for your continued support on the channel. You guys are absolutely immense for everything you do on the channel, of course. I appreciate literally everything you guys do. Likes, comments, subscriptions, all of that good stuff. So if you want to follow me on Snapchat, as I said, link is in the description below. Apologies if these commentaries have been a bit kind of I guess weirder than normal, in the sense of like it's not been up to Grant standard. As I mentioned, I've just come off the back of like pretty sore throat, so I'm just trying to get through the commentaries. So yeah, hopefully you understand. But that's it from me, guys. I'll catch you all with another video tomorrow. Stay tuned for that one, and I'll see you all then. Adios.